Bones of steel. No pain, no gain. Muscle of iron, bones of steel. Muscle of iron, legends never surrender.
Godlike.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Once upon a time, Maharpura was a rich and prosperous kingdom with great historical position. Minsitar was the prince of Maharpura. Young as he might be to serve in the forces, he was respected with his remarkable achievements and was called one of the 4 great generals of Maharpura. But heroes could never avoid falling for beauties. Minsitar met up with a beautiful girl on the lakeside of the palace, and soon later they fell in love with each other.
However, his father, the king, knew about it very quickly. Minsitar begged and begged, but still his father strongly stood against his love. Tense was the atmosphere when the king held the holy spear towards his son. Minsitar's father couldn't be more furious. Minsitar realized his decision could not be changed, and the consequence had already been beyond control. He was driven out of the palace.
Years flew by, and the king got serious disease with few days left. The palace was covered in sadness and panic. Rebel and unrest seized the chance, and the whole palace fell into chaos.
Foreign forces started their invasion upon hearing the death of the king. Poor Maharpura was under will of its enemies and soon became devastated.
A messenger managed to escape quietly and found Minsitar, the former prince. He told Minsitar that the king had long ago forgiven him, and now Maharpura was in great crisis. The prince should take the holy spear and save the kingdom and his people. Prince unhesitatingly took the holy spear and fought against the enemies. Finally, through countless wars, Minsitar wiped out all the invaders and rebelling enemies.
Maharpura was at peace again. Prince Minsitar was deeply loved by the people and ascended the throne. He became the next king of Maharpura.
Minsitar brought revolution and innovation to his kingdom. Soon later, Maharpura became a prosperous kingdom again.
Download for free. Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Hero Spotlight. Today we will introduce to you a new hero.
Min Sithar.
The courageous warrior
Min Sithar
is the king of the Maharpura. With the holy spear inherited from his father, he could pull any enemy to himself at his will. What is the most fearsome aspect of this hero is that he can summon 4 royal guards to fight at his side. In a word, this hero is a fighter that could summon guards to fight alongside him and stop enemies from escaping using directional blink skills. First skill,
Min Sithar.
stabs forward with the Spear of Glory, dealing physical damage to all enemies along the way. When pulling back the spear, he will also pull the first enemy towards himself, dealing physical damage and knocks them back afterwards. Try to better use this skill and pull back the backline heroes who are easy to slay even when they're hiding behind the tanks. Second skill, Min Sithar awakens the strength of the golden shield to obtain a shield effect and immediately increases movement speed. Meanwhile, he releases the power within the golden shield forward. The power explodes upon hitting the first enemy unit and deals physical damage to all enemies in the area. The first enemy will be stunned for several seconds and the other enemies will be knocked back. The range of the skill is not too wide, so better use it together with his first skill. And by doing so, the hit rate will be increased.
Legendary.
Ultimate.
Min Sithar.
Charges a short distance forward and calls 4 royal guards to form a shield and fight together with him. Each attack of royal guards deals physical damage. When staying in the area,
Min Sithar.
increases his physical and magic defenses. Enemies within the field reduce movement speed and cannot use directional blink skills.
Killing spree.
The royal guards cannot move.
And welcome back to the last match for the day. This is the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Season 2 Road to the Nationals, brought to you by a legendary sponsor, Smart. I am Rockhart, and of course, alongside me
is Zendex.
And we are going to be bringing you the last match for the day, Aether Main, White Rascals Alliance.
And we're just looking at the standings here, and it's looking like the red zone has appeared.
Yep.
And Happy Feet and White Rascals, they are in the brink of elimination. So it'll be not so good news for these two teams. On the other hand, leading the leaderboards, Brand Esports sitting comfortably 6-2 with its points of 17. They're trailed by Execration, Archangel Onage, and Single Ultra.
And I think this is just a matter of whether or not Aether Main is going to get those free points, or will they get any at all? Because that's the only mission here for White Rascal Alliance. You know what? Try to beat out some of the teams, try to disrupt the equilibrium, and I guess they're in for a good time. I mean, Archangel, pretty sure they are waiting and wishing for 2-0 against White Rascals. Let's see if that's going to happen, though. On the left side, of course, we do have a lot of teams coming up here. We got White Rascals Alliance. We got Chalk, Kenzu, Nafe, Ramen, Snow, and Wreck.
Yeah, they're currently sitting at the bottom of the barrel. They still have a couple of games coming up for them, but I think they are already theoretically out in the running when it comes into the playoffs. But still, it's still the group stages, and they are all playing for the cash prizes, which kind of helps them still as a team.
And I will not. Of course, the red means that they can't really get any more points. But for the meantime, we got Aether Main, of course, who are eyeing those points. We got Changu, Crypt, EJ, Kenji, and LeBron.
Oh, Aether Main. This today, it's kind of weird because Grok is not in the hero pool, and one of the main users for Grok here is EJ, and so it'll be interesting to see how they would play out their draft. Currently, historically, it's leaning towards them just going for the Akai and Kaya. But aside from that, we are yet to actually see them focus on a Cho pick or Lolita or the Garots or the Hylos. So they're kind of limited on that department. On the other hand, though, they have a lot of mages at their disposal, as Chango and LeBron, very good at those kinds of heroes.
Yeah, and this is a team that does want to maintain their spot, so they have to beat out the enemy's team right now. And White Rascals Alliance, historically proving to be a bit of an easy take. Let's see if they can prove us wrong here for one of the last few times. Let's go into Game 1 draft, ladies and gents, and let's see what we got in store for you guys. Got White Rascal Alliance versus Aether main Game 1 draft, and no surprises so far on the picks here.
Yeah, Alice and Gushan both banned out by Aether main. Pretty normal bans, and on the other side, on the red side, it's Harith. This should be a Cloud ban unless White Rascal is feeling a little bit crazy today.
Yeah, I think this will be a Cloud ban for sure. I don't know any possibility, any reason why they would not ban out the Cloud here, right here and then. Don't give it to Aether main. I think that's a lesson that's been learned by a lot of teams right now. At this point in the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League. Of course, the trade up for that, they secure up this Leomord, and that's a very impressive take there for Aether main. This is a team that is very mechanically gifted, and add that to a Leomord comp, could result wonders.
Yeah, and speaking of mechanically gifted, we have Kenji, who is just second overall in terms of net worth average per game. He's only just trailing behind Signal Ultra's few by a couple of 1,000, an average of 1,000, and also he's currently the best pusher in the game right now. He's averaging a 9,000 third damage per game, and only behind him is Brent's Coco and Signal Ultra's few as well. And LeBron, he's second in hero damage average. He's only behind Carbonara of Archangel Onage.
Not surprising at all. I think I kind of give it to him. LeBron is definitely one of those top tier players that we have seen before in the previous seasons as well, and they proved that very well fighting off against, even though they were Aether Valkyrie, they were already outputting really good numbers, and not surprised at all by that fact. Of course, we're talking about pickings here. We do have a good amount of tankage going over to Aether main. It's going to be difficult to output anyone else after that. I'm thinking White Rascal is going to go for a Lolita or a Minotaur or Gatot here, just to compensate for the lack of defense that they will probably have for this carry.
Yeah, trends say they would get Lolita or the Hylos, or yeah, maybe even the Garot, but how they played out so far in this league, this is already the final week, and White Rascals, they just tend to go crazy in the draft.
Yeah, of course, that's good priority on whether or not they will get a tank, but you know what? I don't think they're in any hurry, because obviously Aether main's not going to pick up a tank on the next rotation. They will answer up with just some of the damage threats, Hayabusa and Harley. Surprised on the Hayabusa though. I know it was a good performer a few days back in a different tournament, but I'm not sure it'll work out well against a squad like Aether main.
Oh, this is an interesting hover. Oh no, I thought we were going to see that pick. But it will be the Kagura and the Hellcurt maybe. High chance this is a Hellcurt. But White Rascals, yeah, I'm unimpressed with the Hayabusa pick. This hero has yet to perform spectacularly in the league so far. So White Rascals, they are going to still trust this pick of theirs.
Yep, and look at this. So we're going to be going over to a solid Kagura pick here, as well as the Hellcurt. Got a lot of counters for this Hayabusa and this Harley. So,
yeah, not looking very good. Even though White Rascals, they have a number of evasion skills at their disposal, and it'll be a Minotaur for their second support hero. They hovered on Uranus. You have to keep in mind that White Rascals also attempted to use their Uranus in one of their matches.
And the Minotaur pick, of course, not surprised at all. White Rascals have been left with basically no choice on the last tank. So we got a pretty solid lineup here for our Aether main. Wouldn't be surprised if they steamroll White Rascals with this one, man. And I mean that in the literal sense with that Leomord.
Yeah, steamroll. Also, the Hellcurt is also capable of providing support to that steamroll machine. White Rascals, they only have Cho and the Minotaur to just answer for that. Both not really consistent answers into stopping a huge amounts of force coming your way. And they all have to do that while protecting their carry in Hayabusa as well. They're only mid-game and early game answers. Harley and maybe Cho rotations from the Cho. This draft from White Rascals, even though it looks kind of rad or wild, it's not looking pretty solid or just lacking that synergy.
Yeah, that was actually a bit weird for White Rascals, but I'm pretty sure they're playing with what they have, so no worries. Let's go ahead and see if that's gonna if it's gonna be what do you call this? They're not worried about having a bit of a weird draft. They just want to play. They just want to have fun. I think that's the same for us.
Yeah, virtually
anyway.
they have nothing to lose except for a few extra cash in winning the series if they could. And now we're going to the game. Aether Main versus White Rascals. Let's go into the field.
Yep, and we are going up with a strong rotation already for Aether Main, going in the mid lane with fighting off against a Hayabusa. Ring of Order, good early game power, forces Flicker out of Crypto.
Yeah, it actually needed the assistance of a third member immediately from White Rascals. So Aether Main will be having a slight advantage in this middle lane as they already proceed for the buffs. LeBron will be getting the one at the bottom, while Kagura Changu will be taking the one at the top. And White Rascals, they will also be doing some buff gathering there.
Yeah, and I think so far White Rascals seem to be just playing safe here, which is not surprising. I mean, that's exactly what they want to do. And they do have a lot of abilities to do that. A lot of mobility on this Harley, a lot of mobility on the Hayabusa. They're going to have full use of it. Same with their tanks right now. And
Ops first blood already. LeBron picking up that kill. That's a bottom lane. We didn't get to see that, but Chalk on the mid are not really doing much with on that defense department.
Yeah, I think so far we just have White Rascals. Again, they tried, but I don't think Aether Main's gonna let them do it.
Yeah,
at all.
Not at all. Rec just playing around with the shadows, just blinking around. This is what is actually a disadvantage on using the Hayabusa, that your opponents can just really predict where you'll be blinking on, and they can just read you and just expect you when you will pop up, and they'll just take you out on the spot. But Hayabusa has no deaths yet, which is good, going good for him. But there's 3 on the side of Aether Main, just waiting to go for the pounce.
I think for the meantime, if Aether Main is very confident to go for this, they will be able to knock in and Gale Rush in. But of course, that's a Hayabusa. Very slippery, man.
Yeah, quick hands on Hayabusa with Reiko just being on point, expecting that gank. He didn't let that Divine Judgment connect on him. That'll be a lot of bad news if that would happen. But now Aether Main focus their attention with a pause, but Kenzu falls in the bottom lane. That was a lot of commitment from Aether Main, but a dead. I believe that's a dead Harley.
Yeah, I think so. You don't believe it. You know that's a 10. Come on, man. So I think I like again what Aether Main's doing. They're not playing into the White Rascals game at all. You guys want to prolong the game. That's not gonna happen anytime soon. And even though they do have very, very mobile and very squishy heroes right there, they do have a lot of lockdown as well on the side of the blue side squad on Aether Main. Looks like pause is gonna be resolved. And coming back into this, I just want to see White Rascals maybe try to get more fights in their hands under Chalk.
Yeah, Chalk will be the one going for initiate. Although his ultimate, it was slightly nerfed. The Minotaur is not as menacing as before, but there's a dive on Chalk. That will be an easy pickoff, and that kill will be going to EJ. 4-man rotation, paying off for Aether Main so far.
Yeah, apparently the one who will pay for that is going to be that Toro. But in the meantime, I think I really like what they are doing. As I said before, Oshida is this wreck is not gonna last long. I mean, it's gonna take a long time for him to ramp up as well. Hayabusa is off meta for a good reason, and that reason is it just takes a long time for him to be super duper relevant in this game and against Aether Main. I don't think they have that much time.
Oh, Nath, he'll be caught by Changu and Kenji here, but looks like he will be going for a slight aggression here. There's a slight retaliation from White Rascals as 2 of his teammates respond. Changu gets slow. Will he be falling down? Nath gives chase, and there we go. LeBron picking up that kill, and Nath as well. Nath going for the run. He only has 1 life left, but 3 from Aether Main going for the chase. The ring will be finishing him off, but EJ will still get that kill. Wow, EJ already having 2 kills to his name. And Kenji, he's met by 2 from here. Chalk and Snow. It looks like he can actually take out. He took out Snow. Chalk will follow. Only one swing. Kenji with those horse moves.
The crisp AoE damage of that Leomord again popping in. Crypt is not having any of this. Will use Divine Judgment. Does lack the damage though, and the follow-up might be enough to clean him out.
An Umbrella just stabs that ninja at the back. Changu just want to finish off what they started. So now Kenzu is just left alone here. Harley, he won't be able to defend this bottom turret, but it got left alone there pretty awkwardly. Oh, looks like they want the turtle right now. White Rascals, they are not in a very good position to contest this, and that's an easy turtle for either main. They're now shifting their attention to the middle lane. And looks like there will be some easy pickings here for Crypt. He's trying to find one, and it will be Chalk maybe, but no commitment so far.
That's okay though. I think either main is absolutely happy to bait out stuff like this. That ultimate is gone to air. Of course, Kenji gonna be managing some pressure from Nath here. He's gonna get pulled back though.
Yeah, an effective bait from credited towards Kenji there. It's kind of fortunate that Nath fell for that bait and he had to face for his life. But now either main, it will be a full 4-man rotation. They're trying to look for additional pickups here and just going to sweep off this minion wave from the mat. And only a sliver of HP left in the top turret.
And of course, what we do have here is the mid lane fight. Got LeBron knocked up and knocked in. Snowdo! Oh, the evade! The deadly poison stingers remove him from play. Chalk gonna be next on the docket. Can Kenzu save him? I think not. We still have a very prolonged fight here. White Rascals, of course, will do the follow-up. Kenji will get kicked out. Killing spree already, and we got wrecked. Doing good damage, but he will get taken out in the end.
Yeah, that was nice effort from White Rascals, but either main was just in a nice position there. Even the Dark Knight Falls was available, so it matched turn tide, as well as the Dark Poison Stingers. That was a lot of pain going out from either main. And White Rascals, how long can they endure this further?
I think that's a big question on everyone's mind right now, and just how long, how short of a game is this gonna be? Because I don't think there's any doubt that either main's probably gonna get one on this one. 6.5 minutes are already 6,000 gold ahead.
Yeah, White Rascals not really looking good at all in this game, as either main just lays down the clinic onto them. Kenzu just trying to make a few pokes there, but the buffs still get stolen. And Changu on that Kangaroo has that buff. He will be extra evasive, as well as a lot of damage will be coming out from his way. And White Rascals, can they salvage this game at all?
Yeah, White Rascals, I feel like they are going to be in a very bad spot. Still, Nath goes in, no follow-up. The rest of the team just went and watched there. The rest of Aether main now pushing up in the mid lane, top lane. Also going to be a 1v1 fight. Will they see? Will we see? There you go. So we got Wreck again fighting 1v1.
Wow, committing the steed.
Oh my god.
Things is falling apart pretty quickly for White Rascals, and looks like they don't have much ground left to walk on, as either main will be just taking candy from babies here.
Yeah. So for the meantime, I think this is just gonna be a short game. So far, we got White Rascals still in that mid lane, trying to defend up. Again, either main not showing their faces, waiting for a perfect opportunity. I think this will be it, or will it be? I don't think so.
And a time of Divine Judgment over there, but didn't catch anyone. Kenji just flexing his muscles at the top lane. He'll be joined by his teammates as they want to take down this top turret relatively quickly. But now they're just roaming around here in the top jungle area. And White Rascals, they are just scrambling to put up a nice defensive position here. But Dark Knight Falls gets committed, and that's a dead wreck. Dead Hayabusa in the jungle.
And I think so far, it's a question of the time game here. 10,000 gold, man. That's too much, I think.
10,000 gold.
Just a bit too much. And top lane going to add to that pool as well. And I think Aether main going to start walking up here and just bullying White Rascals. Like, you can't even defend this, man.
Yeah, White Rascals, they need to knock themselves together and start showing some competition here, but Aether main is just freely roaming around the map at this point. White Rascals, they might want to try something here, but that was a really fast Lord takedown on Aether main.
And here's going to be another fight in the mid lane very, very soon, I'm pretty sure. They want to focus down onto this carry as soon as possible, and you saw what happened.
Yeah.
It was actually, even though you at one moment you see that the carry is actually, he might actually survive, he just dies outright to anyone on Aether main right now, even the tanks. So I'm not sure, man. This line from White Rascals is banking on a 20-minute game when Aether main just wants to finish it in 10.
Yeah, so that's not looking very good for White Rascals, and Carry is one of the most item-dependent heroes in the game, and he's just not having a good time, and the Silence connects onto Chalk, just gets out of position. And that was a one easy kill to that already piling up kill count onto Aether main.
Yep, and we got Lord knocking on the top lane as well. I think this could be it. Can they defend against this? White Rascals looks like they're trying, but the damage is not enough from this carry. Mid lane gonna be taken over as well. Nath tries to go in. He picks up the carry, the Kagura, but doesn't work.
Yeah, so White Rascals are just retreating to the fountain, but what Aether main, they're just not having any of that. And that was a pretty quick and convincing game for Aether main. They will be pulling out the series 1-0. White Rascals.
All right, so that's the smile on these guys' face. Even White Rascals kind of knows it. They're like, "Oh my god, this game! Oh jeez, I like this. I like this.
I don't know if I should feel bad or
just
I
laugh.
don't know.
Just laugh, man. Don't feel bad. Just laugh about it, man. I think that's exactly what they're doing, and I think they kind of know in terms of having the what do you call this? Having the mechanical skill is a completely different story to having a team that actually rotates and meshes well together in a unified plan. In this game, that was Aether main.
Yeah, Aether main just living up to that namesake over there. They're currently carrying the banner, which was carried last year by Bren, and right now they will just be looking to just lay down the ownage in the series. So not really looking good for White Rascals. So game number 2, I hope they just pick a lot of random heroes. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. If I were White Rascals, if I'm showing off in the last few fights of the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League, I would just go up and pick some comfort picks. Go up against get some picks that, you know what, we really use every day, we really go for in and out, and something that you really know, like part of your hand, right? There are heroes that when you play them, they seem
There were minimal losses, only 3 deaths on their side, and that was a lot of damage going to their way. So White Rascals, they will be trying to maybe salvage the situation with EJ, of course, on the Akai. So losing the Grok in the hero pool isn't that much of a problem for Aether main.
Yeah, EJ, he loves that Grok, so I'm pretty sure he's one of the heroes by the Grok ban out. But absolutely showing it is not stopping him from making a huge play.
Yeah, just imagine instead of just while charging in, you can just jump out there with a normal level skill. And his ultimate may feel different from that wild charge, but it still yields the same results with the Grok.
Yeah, pullback and lockdown is really the name of the game here for EJ 4-0-7. Good. Not that much damage dealt, not that much damage received, but all of that was just lockdown potential. And all of those supports definitely added to the overall macro game for Aether main. Getting all the gold, getting all the kill score. That's exactly what you want to do.
Yeah. And there will be, I don't know, there will be a slight maybe change of pace with White Rascals. Like, it's up to them if they want to try and still get the meta heroes, or will they completely go all the way with their comfort picks, what they play in the pub games. But either main, they'll be looking still pretty solid, and they want to seal this series in a quick 2-0 manner. So it'll be really scary for White Rascals.
I think they can absolutely do this. That's the problem here. Again, White Rascals, go ahead and draft Comfort. Draft your best solo queue heroes, as I may say, and just hope for the best. I think it's sad to say. It's sad for me to say stuff like that, but that's just the state of the game right now.
Yeah.
Aether main looking so strong. They didn't even go for anything crazy. They just went with what they usually pick up. And it works out so well for them. Just the macro rotations always on point. Looking forward to what this team has to offer us the coming
Playoffs.
finals. Yeah, the playoffs here happening in January 12 to 13 at Ayala Mall Circuit Makati.
Yeah, we'll be seeing all of you guys there, so make sure you just check that on your calendars, on your Google Invites, or whatever reminders you may have on your person. So also set up maybe 5 alarms so you always get reminded that the playoffs of the Mobile Legends Pro League Season 2, brought to you, of course, by legendary sponsor Smart.
That's right.
It's coming your way this January.
It's something that I'm really looking forward to right now as well, because this is going to be last week. Tomorrow going to be last day for MPL, so very curious to see how they're going to basically stack up on the points. So far, what we have in terms of points, we'll show you guys later.
Yeah.
Let's go with the Game 2 draft for the meantime.
I like the transition on the camera, like it just actually zoomed out on us.
Yeah,
It's been
pretty
on
cool,
screen.
isn't it?
So it'll be a Hellcurt ban on White Rascals, so a lot of heroes will be left open here, either Gushan or Claude. So that's up to either main. Which one would they give White Rascals here?
Yeah, I think Aether main, they are just happy to go ahead and lock down as many of the OP picks as they can. Claude most likely going to be up for the table, as well as either Leomord or Claude, depending on who gets banned out in this rotation.
Yeah, either main just thinking pretty hard for this one. Like, would they rather play against a Gushan or a Claude?
Yeah, what about getting something like a...
Oh!
Oh, there you go. So Claude and Leomord open for
Yeah,
pickings.
so pretty much there's a lot available. White Rascals, they have the freedom to get any of those heroes right now. And they're also having a hard time just making up their minds.
And you know what? It's not surprising because this is going to be the last pick for this day anyway, so they probably will be breezed through quite
As you want
easily.
White Rascals just go wild and just pick up a gourd or I don't know.
I would, and I know I would.
Oh, okay, there goes a Gushan.
There you go. Get the Gushan in. They don't care. That's going to be 2 picks probably open for Aether main. And that, in my opinion, I don't think they're going to have a problem doing that. They could probably play with the Gord, with the Leomord and the Claude. No problem. So, I don't know what's up with that.
Okay, so Aether main just happily picks up the Kaya and the Leomord.
Kaya. Okay, there you go. So, that's pretty good. I really like the Kaya pick. Could be good here for Aether main. And just knock him dead. Get one of those tanks. I'm pretty sure Cho and Akai gonna be high priority for White Rascals on the second rotation, and I know they think that too. So White Rascals surprisingly can have a Claude pick uncontested.
Yeah, they can also have. Actually, they have a lot of options. So of course, I think I agree with you on those picks. It's just up to White Rascals if their hero pool is ready for that one, and it will be a Kagura. Just waiting for the half of the pair here.
I think we're just waiting for the Akai. I think
Okay,
there you go. So that you know what, these predictions are the reason why you already know that Aether main also knows these picks coming over to the side.
Okay, what a
of White
statement from
Rascals.
Aether main. They're picking up the Hayabusa, and these kinds of drafts is just telling that we'll show you how it's done.
So far, I really like what White Rascals is doing here. Again, just going with the flow. Go with what works. Go with what we like playing in solo rank. And this is exactly one of those things. This could be good. Again, White Rascals are very happy to go for... There you go.
There's a signature Fanny pick, as well as a Uranus.
Go for the fun stuff, exactly what we're talking about. That's what White Rascals are doing. Good job on you guys.
I'm rooting for White Rascals for this game. Come
Yeah,
on, guys. Let's do it.
I would lock in the Nana.
Oh my god.
Man, teams are going crazy right now, right? End of season, it's either you're in or you're out. and the teams that are in.
All players are a bit going crazy right now. Like they're already not sure what's going on.
Lock it in.
Just lock that in, boys.
Go ahead, lock it in.
Don't lock that.
Well, Hylas does
Don't lock
kind of work, I guess.
Okay, sure, go lock that.
Yeah, Hylas could probably work, and they will. It's gonna be their main front tank aside from that Kaya. So, okay. I'm not even gonna try to analyze White Rascal's alliance's composition.
It's kind of impossible to read them. They don't even
Not-
have a stable hero pool.
Absolutely. I like the assassination potential here for Aether main, though.
That's correct. There's a lot of opportunities there. They can just go for the Kai dive. Changu can just space escape in. And of course, Kenji. I think we'll be seeing an awesome Hayabusa play here, but White Rascals, they're kind of familiar, more than familiar with the Hayabusa. They might actually counter it.
I think so too. Right now, we have a bit of a preview of the picks here. And just like that, I really think that Aether main will just sweep this out. It's a want to get a guess coin thing going. We want how many minutes is this gonna be? I feel like this could be over by 9 minutes or 10 minutes.
I'm saying 12.
Saying 12.
Just because of the Hayabusa pick.
Oh yeah, it is. It is one of those slow kill potential heroes, slow kill threat heroes rather. Does have a lot of kill potential when soloing in lane, but still can be any man's game depending on how fast I guess Aether main can push. They do have some of the tools to do that. So 9 minutes, 12 minutes. Let's see who goes right. What do you guys think are going to be the game time here for this match?
If it
Man,
goes
that's
like
so mean, isn't it?
If it goes like 10 minutes and a half, like exact 10 minutes and a half on that clock, I guess it's a draw.
It will be. So let's wait and see. Again, this is going to be game 2. White Rascals Alliance versus Aether main. Let's see what's going to come in here as we load up into Land of Dawn. So far, I really like what I'm seeing here from Aether main. They're not playing around it too much, and that's what we want to see. We want to see them just take it slow, take it solo, and I think they should be good again.
Yeah, but they slightly beat around the bush with that Hayabusa pickup.
Yeah, they did. That was a bit.
I just can't get over with that pickup. But I want to see a Hayabusa played properly in the MPL, but at the same time, I'm rooting for this Fanny and Uranus pickups for White Rascals. So far, they are the only team that is courageous enough to have them in the draft and put them up against the tier 1 metagame.
Yeah, so we have White Rascals again facing up against the rest of Aether main on the top lane. I don't expect this to be much, and I know it's going to be a bit of a difficult uphill climb, but I'm still looking for a lot of sweet plays from Rek here on this Fanny. Again, the reason why Fanny isn't picked up a lot, it's so buff dependent. Can be controlled by enemy teams in the MPL quite easily. Nath in the mid lane, though, going to be suffering quite a bit. Bottom lane as well. Rek going to get that crab. Going to be able to cable out of there. And so far, we'll get an advantage.
Oh, Rek, I think he's having the groove here. He got a crab goal as well as the buff. He has a nice starting point to just start wreaking havoc, but he will be teleporting back for now. But he has reached level 4. And there's a setup on Aether main at the middle lane. There was also almost a pick-off on Kenji, but he managed to just shadow out into safety.
I think that's absolutely fine. I feel like Aether main will still be able to just keep the momentum going here. Of course, there's a lot more. I can see them. They already know what's going on.
Yeah, they're also having fun.
They're also really having a lot of fun there. It's going to be one of those fun games to cast here. I know Zeus from the PH stream, he really likes that Fanny pick before. And now I don't know, maybe that was on season 1 where buffs were basically basically smaller minions, right?
Yeah, during the off season when we were playing pub games or Zeus, he would insta-pick that Fanny.
Yeah.
It was really funny when climbing the ladder. Not so much for the other side of the game.
That's true. Again, thanks for watching, guys. Please do share the stream. Send it to your friends. Tag your closest buddies there on the chat. You want to see them. They want to see this one. They want to see